Hello, chat room. Yo, what up? Yo, what up? Yo, what up? It's been too long since I have streamed. How's it going, everybody? I'm not apologizing for April Fools. I'm not apologizing because it was exactly as funny as I wanted it to be. How's everyone doing today? On this lovely Easter. We loved Queensology. I loved it. There was a tiny vocal minority that really hated it. But it was awesome. I'm not ready to go to school tomorrow, man. Okay, chat. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, but I have actually 2 sodas. I'm might drink both of them tonight. I don't know, but I'm gonna do soda review. That means it's time for face reveal. Yes, I'm wearing my Dr. Pepper shirt. We're not drinking Dr. Pepper today. My parents on spring break, they went to an Asian grocery store and they texted me like, "Hey, what do you want?" And I said, "Weird sodas." So they brought me a few of these. I've had these before. Ramune. I think that's how you say it. These are just fun to open up because they got the marble, except for this stupid frickin'. What do you call it? Ugh. Yes. These, I hate these, opening these goddamn wrappers. But the rest of it is cool, because you get the wrapper off. Hold on. Okay, so it's open, and you're like, how the hell do you open this thing? There's like this instruction on here, but you can't read it, because the camera doesn't focus that quick. So you get this thing that you take off when you unwrap it. You pop this bit out, and then you put it on top of the frickin' the marble here, and without smashing my microphone. Oh, let me try that again. I'm like being wary about I'm gonna bump my microphone and break everything. Damn it. Okay, I'm backing up to do this so I don't break shit. There we go. And then it fizzes everywhere. Ah! It goes everywhere because I'm an idiot and I frickin' plugged it up with the marble. There's a little notch. Look, the marble's inside. There's a little notch. You have to tip it this way so the marble doesn't plug it back up. It's nice. These bottles are cool. I don't know what to do with them once I'm done with them because now I have a bunch of them in my kitchen and I don't want to throw them away because they're cool as hell. I always want to eat the marble. That's why they have the thing on it, so little children can't take it off and eat it in Japan. Yes, it's a Japanese soda. I like these. They're like not overly sweet. They're not like American corn syrup sweet, which is good. Turn it upside down? No thank you. I don't want to ruin my keyboard right before a stream. Anyway, I'll drink some more of this, and then I'm gonna turn the camera back off. Oh, I also have this. I'll take the camera. I might not get to this one, but I have a Hey Song Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla? How do you say that? I don't know. It's a Taiwanese soda. Maybe I'll get to that one. Maybe next time. Maybe next week. What's it taste like? What is what do you call it? The Ramune tastes like? I don't know what flavor it is, but it just says original flavor. I think it's just citrusy. It says lemon flavor, so it's just lemon. It doesn't taste like Sprite or anything though. Okay. We're gonna do Rising Tides, Crashing Skies. I'm sorry, I can't do my own King of Queens discussion stream because I haven't actually watched the King of Queens. I think that's the funniest part of that video is that I had absolutely no part in I did a whole like audio commentary track for Patreon. But I had no part in editing or writing or doing anything with that video. All I did was upload it to my channel. Did you ever follow through on your glow stick experiment? That's another thing that's on Patreon. Just today, I uploaded a video about the extended intro to Patreon. That'll be on YouTube next week. And I also concluded the glow stick experiment. I won't spoil it for anyone who's not a patron because the patrons get the video a week early. Okay. We should get into the episode, perhaps. I don't know how long the stream will be because there's not a ton to talk about in Rising Tides, Crashing Skies. I feel like I said everything that I could have said in the video. You need to give ID for pinning? Pinning comments on YouTube? If you're gonna end up making money on YouTube, you gotta give your ID for AdSense, but, yeah, if you're just... that is kind of weird. I feel like, giving your ID, if you're not gonna be earning money, there's no reason you should be uploading your ID to fucking websites. If money is not involved. Do I prefer Rising Tides or Crashing Skies? Rising Tides is good for swimming and, like, boogie boarding. So I prefer Rising Tides. How intimidating is Jenny? Also, I like this. I don't know. She looks like an alien. Oh, no thoughts behind those eyes. What is a crashing sky? A storm? Perhaps. Also, chat room. There's a bunch of things I want to talk about since it's been a week since I streamed. YouTube memberships are turned on now. And the reason they are is because YouTube I opened up Studio and they said, "We'll give you $500 if you fucking turn on memberships." Like if I just turn it on, they would give me $500. So I'm like, okay, dollar memberships, and that's the lowest price you can put it. And then I put some emojis in there. The main stuff is still going to be on Patreon. I feel like a lot of this episode shares the googly eye look between characters. I think it's because it's characters looking directly into the camera because of the fact that it's a documentary. You don't see that very often. Oh, geez, the Ramune is already bubbling up. Yeah, cartoon characters looking directly into the camera it's always been weird to me. Dewey is Mayor Dewey as well. Cover up? What cover up? He's covering up the Big Donut conspiracy. There's no other conspiracies going on in Beach City. Jenny got body snatched by a Snurson. That's the other reason I want Ronaldo on Lars of the Stars. I need, if the, like, non-gem aliens are gonna be Sneeple, You gotta have Ronaldo alongside, being like, I was right about the rocks and the snake people. Or Sneeple. What's gonna happen to Ronaldo if he can't blog the whole trip? I love this frame of Dewey. It's a good it's a good reaction frame, I think. Wait, let me find the correct cover up. Yeah, what cover up? He'll somehow appear in the ship just to say that and then go back to being entirely absent from the show. That would make me sad. If they brought in Ronaldo for like a gag appearance and then got rid of him, I would be upset. I would be more upset than just not including him. I feel like I need to do before we start getting more Lars of the Stars info. I need to do the video, my like Lars of the Stars wish list video. The problem I have with videos, I come up with these video ideas and I don't have any idea for like what kind of background footage to put in there, because I don't make videos with my face on. Like I don't know. I'm not good in front of a camera. I'm good in front of a microphone. I'm good behind a camera. Wait. I can only do soda review in front of a camera. It isn't really a true galactic civilization if there's only a couple intelligent species. That's true, yeah. When you think about, like, the Federation in Star Trek, or, like, just all the shit in Star Wars, like how many different alien races there are, how many planets there are. Like, these galaxy-spanning civilizations. They have all sorts of, like, alien races. I think Sneeple actually would fit. As much of, like, a joke as it is that people talk about it, I think, like, a race of frickin' reptile snake aliens would be cool. Also, I got summer. In a couple months, I'll have summer coming up, so I'll be able to make more videos. And chat, I feel like it's worth announcing at this point that after this summer, I'm not going to be returning to working at the school. I've reached a tipping point where making YouTube videos is paying more than my full-time job is paying, which is awesome. That's like the dream, right? So I'm just gonna fucking work on videos. Yeah, it'll be awesome. And then perhaps start more channels. I'm gonna work on just this channel for most of the summer, and then start branching out to other stuff. More channels and stuff. It'll be cool. Very nonchalant way to announce it. Yeah. I mean, it's not like... I mean, I don't know. Is it a big deal? Because it's like running a YouTube channel is like running a business. And I've been running this business for well over a year. It's like, oh, I'm just making more running this business than I am working, like, hourly. I don't know. At this point, I've come to terms that it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I forgot I didn't include Onion in this. This is that part of the episode where I didn't I didn't have anything more to say, except for now that we're here, look at Onion's, like, smug grin while he does that. As a former teacher, congrats, but sad for your kiddos. Well, I'm not a teacher. I've never said I was a teacher. That being said, I'm gonna be in the district as a sub still. So I'm not gonna be, like, gone. I can still, like, go and hang out and see the kids that I worked with. I hate that child. I do hate Onion. I don't know. Onion is... He's like a non-character, right? Like, every convention that you have for writing a character and giving them personality is just out the window when Onion is here. If you're not a teacher, I am a paraprofessional. Work one-on-one with kids with special needs. He's the most layered character in the show. He's more like... I don't know. He looks more like garlic. Is garlic layered? I don't know. He's a fucking ogre. That's what he is. Raising and teaching kids takes a village or at least a bunch of townies. Yeah. I think the stress reduction after just being able to do this, being able to do what I enjoy is going to be a very nice change. You see, okay, so here's the thing. This is that storyboard artist that always does like the shiny eyes. Who the hell is that? That's what's her name? This is her last episode. Helen Jo. This is the last episode that Helen Jo was on. And you'll notice you'll stop seeing the like shiny eyes. I think this is the best episode that they worked on as well. Like these two together. And then Lamar Abrams works with other people after this. Where is Ronaldo dying? I just lost that frame. As a special ed teacher getting a PhD in special education now. I've always appreciated when you've used your school experience to analyze the show. It is... I have had a lot of people tell me about that, and it's like being able to like grok kids and understand like how Steven is written as a kid versus how kids act in real life. Comparing that, like other people might not be able to do that, especially like this show's target audience is probably too young to know all this kind of stuff. To be aware of how kids behave, to like have kids or have worked with kids. Look, it's what's her name? Bixbite? This is like the one corrupted gem that I know their name. It's the crab. It's the gem that is uncorrupted but still has a crab claw. Also, I missed this in the episode or in the video, and someone pointed out in the comments that Amethyst comes down. I thought she had her whip out, but she's got her fucking hair. She just does a hair slice. What? Since when? Why? How can she do that? Does she do that ever again? I don't know. Giant enemy crab. Not the giant enemy spider, unfortunately. You can tell when I'm drinking my soda because it has some marble. Marble madness. In future, she specialized in cutting pizzas. It had that little subversion of her like getting ready to cut the pizza with the crab claw and then just pulling out a fucking pizza cutter. Steven was a more realistic kid in season 1, if maybe a bit exaggerated, but that's obviously by design. He kind of grows up too much too fast. Yeah, he doesn't turn into a teenager. He goes from being a kid to being like a mature adult, like fucking 25, right? Having his life in order. Instead of he missed the teenager stage of being like a fucking brat. A hormonal asshole. I don't know, he was kind of a hormonal asshole in future. It's a hot potato. Steven feels younger in future than in season 4 and 5. Yeah, I had that idea with I was thinking that, what do you call it, with just how he acts at the end of season 5 versus how he's like throwing tantrums and stuff as nearly as an adult. I don't know, how old is Steven in future? Like 17? Let him be angry as a treat. I see the kinds of kids that I work with are a lot of them are kids with anger issues, and like my fucking soul despises that kind of lashing out and stuff, because I'm so like ready to say, here's like good coping mechanisms that you can use instead of fucking lashing out at people. That's part of the reason I didn't like Future that much. His arc is messed up, yeah. I'm gonna have to go back. I've like avoided rewatching Future more than a couple times. I've seen it at least 2 times. But I feel like I'm going to have to go back and just get a little bit more appreciation for it before I go and make videos about it, because otherwise I'm just going to be bitter the whole time. Do you think if Ronaldo worked out, he could, like, beat the fuck out of you? I think he could beat the fuck out of me. Ronaldo's a big guy. If he... I don't know. Could I beat Ronaldo in a boxing match? Maybe. Maybe not. How tall is Ronaldo? That is a good question. I know his dad is a fucking tank. I think he's as tall, if not taller, than Pearl. If I'm remembering correctly. I would have to, actually, let's find, him standing next to Pearl. He's got his knees bent. If he... Okay, so he's like, as tall as Pearl. Because he's a little bit, like, foreshortened. Maybe a little bit taller. I don't know. I don't have, like... I can't, like, count the pixels by hand. If I got a fucking ruler out and put it next to my screen, then I'd be able to tell. Can I do a ruler on Blender? No. I don't think so. I I think the hair is helping him too much. Well, look at where Pearl's feet are, and then look at where Ronaldo's feet are. Like, you gotta lift him up so their like feet are on the same plane, and then he would be taller than Pearl. When is the new intro bonus vid coming? It's on Patreon. I uploaded it to Patreon today. I'm gonna try for Saturday, even though it's like not quite a full week ahead. I just feel like Saturday is a better day for a bonus video. I wanted to upload it to Patreon yesterday, but I ran out of time, and then I went to a barcade. You know what a barcade is? It's a bar arcade that's been open near me for like a decade, and I've never been there. Not quite a decade. I went there the first time yesterday. It was cool. I played the Simpsons game. I played Tetris. I kicked my friend's ass in Tetris. I actually have a ruler. Ronaldo's 15.1 and Pearl is 13.5. Thank you for the measurement. Even though those are units that are not useful, like not objective units, but we can have like a ratio of how tall they are. And yeah, Ronaldo's taller than Pearl. I think Ronaldo, if he worked out and got buff, he could box me and win. But if I worked out and got buff, I think I would be taller than Ronaldo. Because I'm 6 foot. I'm a big guy. Except my driver's license says 5'11". I just tell people I'm 6 foot. Because it's easier. Do you box? No. I could learn. Could I box with it? Because I have fucking glasses. That's the one thing is like, if I want to learn like a martial art, I'm worried about getting my glasses smashed. Or if I wear contacts, I'm worried about getting like a contact wedged into my eye. .1 height measurements tall. Excellent, excellent. Are you a box? I mean, I got a box over here. Here's a tissue box. They have sport glasses? Yeah, I gotta look into those. I gotta look into, like, prescription, like, swimming goggles. I think that would be cool. Prescription goggles for contact sports. I want to learn a martial art. I don't know if I would learn... I feel like something involving swords would be cool. You know, fencing. But I don't know of anything like that near me. I couldn't find... The one time I ever looked that up, I couldn't find out where it was. Hello, Source. How has your Easter been? It's been good. I had my Easter dinner yesterday, so I got to chill out today. I had ham and sorry, I like this frame. I had ham and sweet potato. It was good. People eat special Easter dinners. Generally, it's ham, right? Can confirm SCA is cool. I'm trying to find out where SCA was mentioned. In the chat. I don't know. You got games on your phone. What are these, like, hold on, I want to go back to, like, the intro to the documentary. I want to see these weird, images that he uses. You got, like, astral projection. Cryptid with half-ish moon? What kind of... This is a gem monster, right? My mouse is dying. Society for Creative... I don't know how... Anachronism? Someone there will be happy to teach you swords. The closest thing I did to, like, sword fighting, if you've ever heard of, like, Belagarth, it's like this game, basically, where you get these, like, foam swords and shields, and you go and hit each other with them. If you get hit in the leg, you have to, like, pretend that leg is, like, disabled. Like, you have to drop to one knee. Or if you lose an arm, then you have to drop your sword, and you can't use that sword. Historical fighting with armor and swords. And also arts. I don't know if I like the... I guess I'd have to check it out, but I like the idea of fencing. Just... I don't know. It seems more like... I guess standardized, but I don't know anything about the alternatives, so I'd have to look into it. It's the shiny eyes. It bugs me. Okay, so here's the footage. Remember, I put a picture from the Keep Beach City Weird blog where he took a picture of the hand and it was all fucked and out of focus. Now here in the episode, it's clearly in focus. Except for up here where it zooms in and it's blurry. Let's zoom in a little more. Anachronism is something out of its matching period of time. They call it that since an event, there's people doing all sorts of different time periods. Interesting. It really pisses me off when those shows do the camera recording overlay thing. No camera would do that in the final... Yeah, it's... I mean, it doesn't in this episode. I don't know. I kind of agree with you, but it like doesn't show up in this episode. I don't know what... Maybe, was it this thing? Oh, this. Yeah, this is from a previous episode, though. This is from Watermelon Steven. This could have shown up if he was using a camera through, like, a capture device. I've seen that before. We got the grandpa in Stardew Valley just is about to die music. But he's also about to bestow upon you the farm. Every time I see the hand ship making different poses, I think about everyone in the hallways ragdolling around as the fingers move. Then they got, like, artificial gravity that adapts to how the ship is oriented. Probably, right? Sourcemaster, what do you think about Steven Universe the movie? It'll be a while before you'll get a definitive opinion on it, but I'm a little bit indifferent toward it. I really liked it when it came out, but then, like, as I've had more time to gather my thoughts about it, it's like I don't know how much I enjoyed it compared to the main show. Also, this is... some of these... Like, this showed up in a previous episode. This was just straight off of the blog. Will it be a big video or separate parts? I don't know yet. I have a lot of time to decide. In terms of, if I'm going to optimize for... like having time to work on it than separate videos. If I want to optimize for a fuckload of ad revenue, then one big video. Because for whatever reason, YouTube likes to pay more for longer videos. Like I did, like Jailbreak was 20 minutes long, and that like got a disproportionately higher amount of like ad revenue. What is Amethyst looking at in this frame? That's really weird. My mouse is dying, no. Is Steven pregnant? Pregnant? Pergonat? Everyone did... Okay, it was two people, but they did the same, like, reference. Gregnant. Don't bring up Gregnant with this show on screen. What is Steven looking at? That's true. There's got to be some fucking gem monster or, like, bird, like, flying at them from over here. Oh yeah, speaking of birds, I'm in the middle of, like, pelican migration area. I went for a walk. Last week, I didn't stream last weekend because I went walking just because it was really nice out. And I went walking by this lake, and there was, like, 1,000,000 pelicans, like, migrating. It was really cool. They're huge animals. I never realized how big pelicans were. I love Nanofaw. I wish I could play the episode audio, but I would just get, like, copyright claimed to hell. But I love when she goes, oh, Sonic, boom! Pelicans try to eat everything? Yeah, there's, like, videos of pelicans trying to eat full-size capybaras. I don't think they have natural predators, right? Like, they're apex predators. Wait, hold on, Google. Are pelicans apex predators? Or do they get attacked by, like, falcons and stuff? Pelicans are considered apex predators in, their aquatic habitats. That's the Google fucking AI answer. Interesting. That does make sense, though, because, like, pelicans are fucking big. I saw pelicans and eagles, like, flying side by side, and the pelicans were way bigger than the eagles. That orcas or something would go after them. Not the ones around me. I'm nowhere near the ocean, so we got no orcas. People don't picture them as huge. I saw them, like, swimming on the lake, and it looked like someone in, like, one of those swan boats. It was just a big ass boat bird. Whoa. How do you say your name? Thank you for the gifted membership to the Lord of Beef Jerky. Okay, that's worth giving a membership to that name because that's a cool ass name. How do you say your name? Eduardo YYXY. Okay. Where are you getting all this money? It's like $1. You get money by working. I don't know if you are aware of that. Oh, look at how 2000s this dashboard looks. like late 90s, early 2000s car. Just Eduardo. All right. The money store. The Fryman shitbox has. It's gotta be a good car. If it's early 2000s car, it's a shitbox that someone cares about. You can just tell. You can tell by how like rounded everything is in these round, fucking vents. I bet from the outside it looks like a child's drawing of a truck. Were they in a truck? I kind of want to pull up the return and find out. Do we ever see the Fryman's car from the outside? I don't know. Again, I'd have to pull up the return where you can see all of them driving. Chad, I have to be honest, I made the mistake of not taking a bathroom break before starting the stream, so in a little bit I'm going to have to take a short bathroom break. Not quite yet, but soon. Where's PD standing with this camera? Like, does the beach go far enough out here that he can get this shot, or is he like standing in the water? Oh, we got Amethyst Dance, frickin'... Wait, why is it not animated? Huh. Low tide? It doesn't... I don't know. Is it low tide? This Amethyst thing was supposed to be dancing. I don't know why she's not dancing. Wide angle lens? This is like a Sony Handycam. You don't... It's not gonna have a wide angle lens. Fryman is not gonna have, like, a fancy camera for Ronaldo to fuck around with. Might not support GIFs. It supported one. Maybe I should just, like, abandon the idea of a GIF. He can fly. PD is the real Pink Diamond because his Pink Diamond initials are PD because that's like real and people believe that. People unironically believe that, by the way. That PD is like supposed to be a parallel to Pink Diamond. I knew what kind of shit I was getting myself into when I when I released the Frybo video all those months and months ago. So I can like switch. It's telling me I should. Oh, you can switch your stream to members only mode. I don't want to do that. I have like a notification. I can't like make it go away until I click members only stream. Onion is the real White Diamond. Onion is White Diamond's son. It's true. What else is there to look at in this? I looked up the KBCW call sign, and it's a there's a radio station in like Oklahoma that has this call sign. Why does a laptop have a half moon on it? Because they're trying to fuck with me. They're like retroactively. They knew that I would mention it. Actually, I didn't mention it. One of the patrons... No, I did mention it. One of the patrons also changed their name to, my favorite laptop brand is the Third Quarter Moon. White Diamond and Vidalia had onion. They're trying to fuck with me, I swear to God. It's this fucking moon thing. And then there's people... I'm, like, being gang-stalked by people who believe that you can see a full moon in the middle of the day, and you can't. That's just not possible. Knowing Steven Universe, the brand that made that laptop is called Newton or something. And Tesla cars are actually Edison, right? One thing okay, I'm finishing off this Ramen, and it's these things are really small. This thing is 200 milliliters. It's like a micro bottle. Maybe the moon goddess should answer some of our questions. Whoever the fuck the moon goddess is. I think that's the answer to all of these things, is learning who the moon goddess is. How tempted do you think... Okay, Garnet is here. How tempted do you think she is to just, like, football, like, punt Ronaldo into the ocean? There was a full moon visible till around 8 a.m. a couple days ago. Okay, so when did the sun come up? If the sun didn't come up until after 8 a.m. or around that same time, then yeah. Are we gonna have another moon rant in It Could Have Been Great? Maybe. We could. I could talk about how, like, there should be absolutely no pigmentation outside of that moon base. Because of how, like, the sun would have bleached it entirely. Oh, but it's magic. Oh, I'm looking at a picture of it now. There is no pigmentation. Okay. It's all just gray. White and gray. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I don't have to do a moon rant then. Maybe. Maybe not. Absolutely fuming about Artemis 2? Well, see, NASA has a history with moon continuity. And, conspiracy. Like, I don't need to do the NASA moon conspiracies, because other people got that covered. I also didn't watch the Artemis 2 launch, I'm sorry. I was going to, and then I got addicted to Squeakcross and also reading the fucking comments on King of Queensology. Who is this guy? Who is this man? It was as you would expect. So the rocket took off, and then it kept going. Okay, cool. Here's the problem of, like, I've seen so many rocket launches. The most impressive one I remember watching was the Falcon Heavy, and watching all of those boosters land themselves. It's like, after that, it's like, I kind of seen, like, all the impressive shit. The mysterious Mr. Mayor. He left the phone... I complained about this in the video. He left the phone off the hook because he's a fucking slacker and he doesn't want to take calls. He also has a portrait of himself on a horse. What portrait is this based on? Because I know there was a Teddy Roosevelt portrait in a previous episode. And I remember there was someone on like a president on a horse portrait. It's Teddy fucking Roosevelt again, I think. It all goes back to Teddy Roosevelt. No, it might be George Washington. I don't know. There's a lot of presidents on horses throughout history. Napoleon? Nah, it wouldn't be Napoleon because this is an American guy. A red-blooded, pink-skinned American. Dewey spends too much time in the sun without putting sunblock on. That's why he's so fucking red. It's George Washington. Okay, I was thinking that. Like the portrait of George Washington pointing with his sword. I appreciate. I just want to get a good look at inside the fry shop. What model fry machines are these? Oil fryers. What is this? Cock-eed. I can't tell what that says. Oh, cook-eed. What does it say? It's like in a weird... It's drawn on there weird. Cooker 900? Cooker... Okay, I can see Cooker 990, maybe? Cooker Pro? I still think, like, this is an E, capital E, and then this is a lowercase e, diminutive E. Do you guys know if capital is to uppercase, or rather, uppercase is to capital, as lowercase is to diminutive? I learned that. Cooker Pro. Yeah, I think Cooker Pro is the most likely candidate. AI looking text. It's just the fact that it's really small. And it definitely, like, looked better when it was drawn out initially. And then they had to downscale it for the episode. And then I'm also zooming, like, upscaling it again. So now it's all aliased and gross. Powerpuff Girls looking font. I think they use the Powerpuff Girls... Like, Steven Sugar uses the Powerpuff Girls font in a lot of his drawings when there's text in the background. Beach City would be way safer if they weren't here. Okay, how many of you get bothered by Pearl's ribbon as much as I do? How it's like it doesn't match the color grading of the rest of the shot. Coke EP0. Indifferent. Never noticed. Never noticed until you pointed out. Well, now you'll never be able to unsee it. It's all I can see now, exactly. Okay. Chat room. I'm gonna take a short bathroom break. I'm gonna BRB. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm back. Chat, you want to talk taxes? Since it's a tax day is coming up if you're an American. Have you filed your taxes, chat? I did. I got to do my business deductions, which made me start thinking about if I'm pivoting toward entirely doing YouTube, like self-employment and all that kind of stuff for 100% of the money that I make. Well, I'm gonna have to do fucking tax deductions. What the hell do I deduct if I'm just doing fucking Gemology, if I'm just sitting at a computer that I already own? I don't need to buy anything to keep making these videos. So I was thinking, chat, what if I go to conventions? And that could be a deduction, perhaps. Chat, what conventions do I go to? I want to go to conventions. I'm gonna make a I'm gonna fucking just like do meetups and shit. Go to expos, Midwest Fur Fest? No, thank you. That's like a really low on the list. Let's talk about start your own. That would be the ultimate tax deduction, is just to like all of the expenses for a convention. Come to Brazil? I've been to Brazil. Been there, done that. Okay. I'll find a different country. Are they still doing Beach City Con? Hold on, let me look that up. Beach City Con. I don't believe they are. Let's see their Twitter, their x.com profile. There's also, okay, the Beach City Con, like, doesn't exist anymore. Empire City Con also doesn't exist. The last one was in 2021. My mouse died. Damn it. I gotta plug in my mouse. Oh, I just turned it off and turned it back on. It was fine. Is this Banjo-Kazooie? No, this is Stardew Valley. I don't know how much longer I want to stream, chat, because I got this nasty canker sore that's like right on one of my teeth. It makes my teeth feel like it feels like I have a toothache, but it's just a canker sore. That did sound like some Banjo-Kazooie music. I agree. I thought it was like Mario Party music as well, but this is just the Stardew Valley soundtrack. Maybe with Lars of the Stars returning, we might see a return of some of these things, but there was a convention near me that I was going to go to. It was a weekend where I was sick. I had to take the Friday and then the following Monday off work because I had a fucking nasty cold. But I wanted to go to this con, and like there were people there that I recognized, like Nostalgia Critic was there. Squidward, the fucking voice actor for Squidward. Look at this fedora wearing chud. I don't even know what chud means. I just like the way that word sounds. Got that con flu before you even went. Yeah, it sucks. I've been to cons before. I went to CES 2 years in a row. This was also right after COVID. Like, I went to the first CES that they had since, like, that they had since COVID started. And I didn't get sick either of those times. It was weird. I think just working at a school gets you sick more than going on trips like that. Because kids are gross. Nostalgia Critic and Squidward were there is such a specific energy. Yeah, it's because exactly. I wanted to go. It would have been cool, but I was dying. School made you immune? No, this year I've been sick more times than I have, like, ever been sick in my life. Not, like, bad sick, but I just had, like, colds over and over and over. At least, like, 4 or 5 times. Not the real Squidward? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, I don't know if you're aware, but Squidward isn't real. Yeah, I know. It's kind of some big revelations that you have to grapple with there. Try some ginger tea or lime and honey. Well, it won't do me any good now because I'm not sick now. I actually do have ginger tea. It's good. He's real to me, damn it! I'm real. If I go to a con, I want to go to cuz I'm located in Iowa, chat. So find me a con that's near Iowa. That's like a day's drive away or so. Or less than a day, cuz a day's drive away is like Atlanta. I'm not going to drive all the way to Atlanta. I don't know, I might. Rather, I'm not gonna do the drive from here to Atlanta again. I've done that once. It was the longest drive I've ever done in like one sitting. In one day. What the fuck do you mean Squidward isn't real? Sorry, I started reading Australia above your chat message. I'm thinking of like Minneapolis, St. Louis, and Chicago are like the 3 biggest cities near me. So I'm thinking about those for con options. Of course, I will do announcements if I plan on going to something around there. I will announce it, and I will probably in like a community post. Sadie Tong continuity? Excuse me. My computer is... Okay, so Tong... So she puts him down, and then... What? Let's continue. She doesn't get them back out. Has Sadie used tongs in the past? Source is the one person I could realistically meet. You can't meet, like, I don't know, a banker or a librarian or a waitress. There's a lot of people you could meet. You can only meet me, one person? I'm giving you shit, but yeah, internet man. I've met up with internet friends before. It was a good time. I had 2 internet friends that lived in different parts of the country. And we met up. And we hung out. And it was cool as fuck. Who wants to meet those? I don't know. You could find one of those things that I listed could be like cute and potential boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse material, you know? You want to meet someone like that, right? I've never had a long conversation with a librarian, but I feel like just like meeting a librarian would be cool, and just like talking and like, I don't know. I live in a simulation? Are you a fucking chatbot? Are you editing? I feel like you're just moving around your mouse. Yeah, I'm looking for interesting things to like to look at in this episode, and I'm failing. There's nothing I'm not editing per se because the video's already like out a long time. I was also considering doing, again, once closer to when summer comes along and I have more time, to do editing streams on Patreon. Because I used to do editing streams all the way back when I made Crystal Sins. And those were always really fun because I could always just shoot the shit and people could point stuff out and I could include them in the video. And I haven't been able to do that. So I might do editing streams on Patreon. I think that'd be fun. What am I supposed to look at in this episode? There's like nothing interesting. The smile sign is black in this shot. Why? Why? Look at the forum instead? I can open up the forum. I could show some of the things that I like, the art from the art thread. Where is the art thread? Stream art submission thread. You know what? I'll just pull up some frickin' the stream. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of this before I end off because I am gonna end off because this canker sores has gotten worse as I've been speaking. I put some aura gel on, so now half of my face is numb. I don't know if you've ever had aura gel, if you've ever had to do. It's the same sensation if you've ever had to get a filling. My mouse keeps dying. I don't have a cable on my mouse side of the desk, so I'm gonna just like stretch it over and just plug it in. Ugh. Now I'm working with limited mouse movement. Give me some I should close this sidebar. Compact mode. So we got King Alex was the first submission. King Alex is in the chat right now. He's got some he said OCs. No, that's gonna pull my audio interface down. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Damn it. Wire is too short. That it's like, what was it? Can you? Oh wait, you can explain them, but also you explain them here. Most of my Steven Universe art is old and changed into original characters. I'm going to showcase the gem sonas I made into original characters. So these were gem sonas that you ended up turning into like original stuff. which is a cool way to, like, do that. You posted a lot, so I'm not going to be able to hang on all of them too long. Is that the Patreon? No, this is the forum. This is sourcemaster.net. I just want to get a good look at the first one again. Oh, geez, I can zoom way in. I can see the, definitely see the influence of it being a Steven Universe character initially. If you make some gem-related art, you can put it on the forum. And I feel bad because you submitted this, like, weeks and weeks ago, and I just never got to it. These are sick? Yeah. Someday I would love to see these, like, digitally done, too. I don't know if you have the ability to do that. But these are, like, seeing these in full color would be awesome someday. This looks like Emerald influence with the missing eye and stuff. And I see the you did the Star Trek Federation emblem. That's cool. I don't know if that was intentional, but I like it either way. Need help finding a good way to put my line art in a program. Well, you take the photo and then you just redo the line art. You put it in and then you on a new layer you trace over it and do line art that way. At least that's how I've done it and how I've heard people do it. Scan with a printer. Yeah. Amelia was Red Diamond. Where was Amelia? This one? Ah. Okay, who else? Who else? I clicked off of this one too early. The Golden Empress and Lemon and Larry. Is Larry like a sentient little floating eye? Lemon was a gold pearl. Let's see. Oh, that's a big high resolution image. Oh, this is more Lemon. Interesting stuff. I feel like there's a lot of lore here, and I'm like not able to grok it because they're not. I have a problem with like when people post their OCs and they have like a huge bio next to them. I have trouble like internalizing all of that. If that makes any sense. When they're not, like, part of a story and they just have, like, personalities written out. This is super detailed. Holy shit. There's a lot going on in this image. There's a lot of lore. I just don't write bios next to the art. Astrologist. This guy can fucking predict the future. This guy, this girl, I don't know. Okay. I don't want to hang on to too much. Quarters posted the source fish because the idea is that my profile picture is an ambiguous cartoon animal. So it could be a cat, a fox, a frog, a fish, a bird. Could be any of that. So, I mean, this is partially my drawing, so you've seen it before. Oh, there's a cry counter. I like this one. Wait, who made this one? Steve 5 p.m. Cry counter. If I block this out and then just put the cry counter there. Silver is basically an astrologist who lives in the desert. In a desert and hourglass. Whoa. Use the stars to gain knowledge. Here's the other cry counter. Steven with, like, nose blob crying. Application to the cry counter graphic. Oh yeah, is I don't know how to Dragon Uva? Is that how you say your name? I don't know. But you mentioned the cosplay earlier at Empire City Con. And this is sick. How do you puppet the hands? Dragon Nuva. Okay. How the hell do you puppet the hands? This is cool as hell. How do you get through the... Okay, I guess you're, like, not above the door. Like, you could bend down and get through the door. This is cool as hell, though. What, do you have another... Let's see. Some more art. The Steva Unit 01. That's pretty... That's a good reference. I think Mecha Godzilla Steven is kind of badass. I have the whole cosplay process screenshotted. I could send it to Discord. I might be able to pull that up. This is cool. I can see this as, like, I mean, obviously it's depressed monster Steven, and then his like innocent angel self among angel gems. I've seen you post stuff before, and it's always really cool. Oh, I didn't notice this in the background. The rose in the background. Can I zoom in more? No. That's cool as hell. Combine 2 paintings in one. This is sick as fuck. Is there any more? Okay, that's the end of the thread for now. I will see. Did you post that? We're gonna look at the back of Ronaldo's head real quick, just for a sec while I look at Discord. If you wanna like make a thread about that like cosplay process, I could show that next stream, perhaps. If you don't have it all like ready right now, then you could set something up and then I can go through that. Also, I will show more art. If people post more art in the stream art submission thread, which I can post a link to in the chat, I will look at more. I will look at more next stream. I will look at like today forward. I will showcase. So check that out and submit art if you would like. You have it in creative. Let me see. Ooh. My issue is I don't want to show. I just don't want to pull up like Discord. Oh, need to download this and open in a browser. Oh, here we go. Good Lord, that is a lot of info. Okay, ready? This is a guy from Reddit who want to talk about... Oh, you got the frame? Okay. So you have to, like, have your shoulders up? Oh, I get it. I can't... Can I zoom in more? One arm does the head, another arm does the arm. Okay. Oh, and then this is cool as shit. And then the like you can kind of puppet the fingers with finger like wires go into the fingers. I want to see. Oh, the like proto version of it looks insane. This, like, you can't tell that it's Monster Steven. This is cool shit. Wait, it was the, okay, so the arms are not built yet at this point. I'm not gonna, sorry, I'm skipping through, like, the text. It's tall as hell, that's cool. Okay, let me see the hands. You got the fabric on. I would like to learn how to do this one day. But all I would want to do is cosplay Gordon Freeman with the HEV suit. That head is way bigger than I expected. It's like it takes up the entire back seat. Let's see the next the other chat log. The Mr. Universe van is there too? Like the Mr. Universe van, the guy who did the rap. Man, this is the cool shit that I've been missing out by not going to conventions all this time. I gotta do one of these. I definitely gotta do. You met the Mr. Universe van, yeah. And then this is the one we saw. This is the coolest shit. I said that already, but it is cool as shit. Where does he reside now? Just on the exercise equipment. The next visibility window collapsed. It was super hot in the summer. That sounds about right. You'd have to take it to a winter con where you wouldn't have like coats and stuff. So you're just like ridiculously hot inside. Are there videos where I can see it? I have 360 videos I need to somehow share. Can you post them to YouTube? Does YouTube still have support for 360 videos? That would be probably the place to put it. This is cool. I love this kind of stuff. I love seeing people's creativity. That's why I wanted to do an art segment. So I'd love to do more art segment for future Gemology. I don't know what else, if there's anything else to talk about in the episode itself. Someone asked if I use Linux. Yes. Don't get me started. I actually do get me started, but I have a plan because I'm coming up on 2 years of exclusively using Linux. So I might want to talk about that at some point. Just make like to kick off my second channel maybe. Cuz I've had ideas for that I wanted to post on my second channel, but I haven't posted there since before Gemology. Okay. Chat room. Unfortunately, even though it's a kind of a shorter stream, I feel like it's about time we end it off because I'm out of things to talk about for Rising Tides, Crashing Skies. The next stream will be long because I'll have both Keeping It Together and the extended intro to talk about. Thank you for the art feature. You're welcome. I'm glad to have shared it because God knows I am not creative enough to do that kind of thing. I feel like I could be. I don't have the know-how to do like cosplays yet. I don't know. Someday I would like to try one. If you're not part of the forum, you can join. Do I do streams every Sunday or random? I try to do Sunday. I did do Saturday previously, but it's been Sunday a lot recently. It might go back to Sunday on like when summer comes because I won't have like a rigid schedule for work. But yeah, I'm excited for fucking summer to come. It can't come soon enough. Anyway, chat room, if you join the forum. I also need to post more on the forum. I also need to make a what is it called? Like a wall of those like 88 by 31 buttons of like cool websites that I like on the forum. Someday I'll get to that. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Keeping it together for real this time is on Wednesday. Okay, bye. Linktree, sure. I think that's what it is. Okay, bye, bye, bye.